have become exiled in the most inhuman manner. And our story of exile is started with a Labour government under Howard Wilson in 1965. The Americans wanted the island to be sanitized, and that is, there should not be any Sagosian living on this island. Sadly, the United Kingdom, a great defender of human rights and justice, simply obeyed to the demand of the US. Now Mauritius, with our support, has taken the matter into the International Court of Justice and the United Nations General Assembly. We have had a great support for all over the world. The International Court of Justice, in a legal opinion, ruled that UK was wrong to exercise the Sagos Islanders and to deport Sagosians from their birthplace. This year, the United Nations Assembly, by a large majority, voted a resolution urging the United Kingdom government to respect the advisory opinion of the ICJ and to restore the Sagos Islanders to Mauritius. The Labour Party, led by Jeremy Corbyn, who understands our case as well as anyone in the UK, will accept the General Assembly verdict. So will the Liberal Democrat. So will the Scottish National Party. So will the Green Party accept to do the same as Jeremy Corbyn. For nearly 20 years, the British government has opposed resettlement of Sagosians, despite the fact that the feasibility studies done by KPMG in 2015 found that resettlement was both feasible and practical. Our human rights and dignity cannot be replaced by visits. We want to be on our birthplace as all human beings. I often wonder if our treatment would have been different if Sagosians had the same profile as Falklanders. After many years, Sagosians are living, they are still facing day-to-day difficulties, from housing, social problems, financial hardship, reunification of separated families due to hostile immigration policies. I and our supporters around the world fail to understand why the UK government has for so long opposed resettlement. It is be noted that more than 3,000 people, workers from Filipino, Sri Lanka, Singaporean, are allowed to work on Diego, whereas some are allowed to live on Paros, Banos, and Salomon, whereas we as Sagosians, we are not allowed to live on our birthplace. During a recent visit to Mauritius, His Holiness Pope Francis stated his unconditional support for the Sagosian people. He told international journalists, and I quote, "When we recognize international organizations such as the ICJ in The Hague and at the UN and give them the capacity to judge internationally, when they speak, if we are part of humanity, we must obey. What we want, UK government, to respect the fundamental rights and the dignity of our people." I would like to thank thousands of ordinary British people who have been supporting us. It is high time now, once and for all, to put an end of our suffering and denying us of basic human rights. I now confirm, believe it will be a Labour government, the next British government with Jeremy Corbyn as Prime Minister, that will be finally put an end to our nightmare and support our right of return and duly compensate my people. I thank you for your attention and want you to support my people in order to be able to return back to our homeland.